Hello everybody, my name is Brianna Bilo and I'm a meteorologist here with the National Weather Service office in Grand Junction, Colorado, and this is your September 2024 monthly climate summary. So to start off, for our story of the month, we have a September roller coaster, because the month of September really managed to combine what felt like every season possible. We started out the month with monsoonal rains and some widespread strong to severe thunderstorms, which produced some strong gusty winds, frequent lightning, and hail, both in terms of large hail, so an inch or greater in diameter, but also accumulations of small hail that also posed a significant issue, such as in this image here on Rio Blanco Hill on September 4th, the image here courtesy of CDOT. And then in the middle of the month, we saw our first taste, and unfortunately our only taste, of fall, with below normal temperatures, mostly sunny skies, but also we saw our first mountain snows, in addition to the colors changing at the higher elevations. In this image here is snow in the San Juan Mountains. This is near Molas Pass. On September 17th, in addition to fall color, also via CDOT. And then to round off the end of the month, and unfortunately this is the pattern we are still stuck in as of the filming of this video in early October, we saw dry heat. We saw some significantly above normal temperatures, and we saw record highs actually several days in a row. We finished off the month starting on September 25th through the end of the month and continuing into early October with record highs every single day here at the Grand Junction Airport, in addition to other places across the area. And this graphic was one of our social media posts, kind of just illustrating those forecast high temperatures compared to what our records were for those days. A little bit of everything in the month of September. But hopefully we can finally get out of this hot and dry pattern and at least see some cooler temperatures, if not some precipitation as well. Moving on, our temperatures for the month, our highest high was 94 in Canyonlands on the 3rd and the 8th of September. Our lowest high was 80 in Aspen on the 1st of September. And from these, the dates of these high temperatures, you can kind of see that we started the month hot and we did finish the month hot as well. As far as our low temperatures are concerned, our coldest low was 31 in Meeker, and both Meeker and Aspen hit or dropped below freezing for the first time since the spring. And our warmest low was 49 in Grand Junction, and you can tell from these numbers, these were all mostly clustered around the 18th, 19th, 20th, with some variation, and that was that period of below normal temperatures, fall-like weather, and mountain snow. Precipitation, definitely not as good as what we saw last month. We were below normal across the board, with month totals ranging anywhere from 1/100 of an inch in Canyonlands, at least it wasn't vernal this time, all the way up to a little over 1.1 inches in Aspen. And our departures here ranged anywhere from 30 hundredths below normal in Aspen, all the way to almost 1.5 inches below normal in Craig. So definitely a dry month overall, even though we did see that moisture to kickstart things. Looking at our drought update, unfortunately, because of the dryness that we saw during the month, we've seen an expansion of drought across western Colorado, mainly north of the I-70 corridor. So areas that were drought-free on last month's update across northeast Utah and northwest Colorado have now filled in with abnormally dry conditions, and a pocket of D1 moderate drought has shown up along our border with Wyoming and northwest Colorado. So unfortunately, we have definitely seen degradation here. But our monthly drought outlook, the drought tendency here, still no signal. And I suspect this is because this map came out a day or two before this one did, and so when this map was drawn up, that area of D1 drought wasn't officially there yet. I would suspect that we'll be seeing drought persisting, at least in terms of that pocket, and possibly expansion of the abnormally dry conditions as the month of October has continued dry. And the outlook per the Climate Prediction Center is not optimistic that that will change. We are looking at a very high likelihood of seeing above normal temperatures. This is, I believe, 60 to 70% likelihood of above normal temperatures. And we've also got a fairly significant signal for below normal precipitation across western Colorado and most of eastern Utah. This is, I believe, either 40 to 50 or 50 to 60% tendency towards, it's 50 to 60% tendency towards below normal precipitation. So on the scales of things, we are looking at a higher likelihood of below normal precipitation and above normal temperatures, which doesn't bode well for drought conditions, doesn't bode well for me being comfortable with the temperatures outside, because I love fall, and it being in the 80s in October is not doing it for me. But what it does also indicate, at least as far as personal experience is concerned, is that we're going to see a switch flip. It's not going to be a gradual transition this year from summer to fall to winter. We're going to see summer, and then the switch is going to flip and it'll be winter, and there's not going to be a lot of fall. We saw our fall, it lasted 1 week. But hopefully I'll be wrong about that. I would really love to be wrong about that. And we will find out in about a month whether or not any of this comes to pass as far as the outlooks are concerned. And I will give you a summary of how the month of October went, and we'll be gearing up for the seasonal summary of the fall season, which will come at the end of November, beginning of December. So stay tuned for all of that, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.